Hello Libra gang, welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. My name is Annie. We're going to read your tarot cards here today. You got poppers already, 6 of Cups, love it. This will be a general tarot message for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Please come into the reading with an open heart, an open mind, a desire to learn something, to better yourself. If the messages that come through do not resonate with you, feel free to push them aside, revisit them at a later date. Sometimes the tarot messages that come through will make sense more in the future, so again, just suggesting that you be open to that. What else do you need to know? You're accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. Let's tap into that Libra energy. Let's get you some helpful advice and guidance here from the tarot. Oh, the 5 of Coins just had to, but it turns into the Ace of Coins. All right, we'll take that. Interesting. So, 6 of Cups is typically it's the sun in Scorpio, so it's this illumination of how much you've changed and transformed your identity. You can sort of think of it as sort of the butterfly out of the cocoon, or you could look at it as shedding of the snake skin, that kind of thing. Sometimes it can indicate soulmates. Now, this card specifically is shown with one person, so I'm sort of leaning more towards what I said the first time around, that you've come into some sort of realization that you've grown a lot. You've done a tremendous amount of self-work, and you're shining your light. There's like a glow about you, and so you might be putting your cup out there and seeing what else is in the world, especially if you've been maybe a hermit or feeling a little bit isolated, or just doing some work on yourself. Maybe you've been applying to jobs, whatever the case is. You seem to be entering back into the world a changed person, but for the better. There's a very Libra, harmonious, balanced vibe there. So then we have this 4 of Coins. 4 of Coins is also a Sun card. So you have 2 Sun cards. It's a lot of Capricorn energy. Typically it has to do with being very practical with your money, but also not taking too many risks. Sometimes it can be what we call the miser card, where you're holding back things when maybe you're meant to be generous. 6 of Pentacles. I have a feeling more than likely this has to do with someone in your life who was holding back. They weren't giving you what you deserved. They weren't giving you credit, actually, is what I see here, or they were underestimating or undervaluing you. The thing is, you've come through, or you're shining your light, and this person actually, it's almost like I don't know if you could say their jaw drops, because it's not quite that, but there's something like, there's like some sort of realization that they misjudged you, or they made a mistake, because I think they underestimated your skills or your ability to transform the situation, to turn yourself around, to get yourself out of a difficult time. They've been watching you grow from the sidelines, and the thing is, I think if this has to do with money, they were in a place to help you financially, but they chose not to. But the thing is, you don't need to begrudge them, because really you learned a tremendous amount about yourself having to go out on a limb and do this on your own. I do sort of sense that there's a little bit of regret, like this person is like, oh shit, did I make the wrong judgment call or the wrong decision? For some of you, this could even represent a boss where you went to them and asked for some sort of pay raise or promotion, or, let's talk about my portfolio, my career. And again, this person either dismissed you or didn't give you the time of day, or rejected what you were trying to move forward with. And so for some reason, I'm just getting the idea that whatever you wanted, you get it through some sort of external person or some external situation. And it was meant to be. The thing is, I think you're much happier having done it your way, or this way, or with someone else. But I do think this person is sitting on like a throne of regret, if that makes sense. So I don't know, maybe this is an ex, right? Maybe they're looking you up on social media and you wanted a commitment and they weren't ready to give that to you. Whatever this is, there's a bit of like, this person has been very humbled by seeing you succeed wildly without them. So then let's see here. Then you have the King of Cups. Yeah, I kind of see this as you coming into your own, particularly for my Libras who are very cuspy with Scorpio vibes. I see this as you. You may see yourself as a sort of young, naive, innocent, kind of figuring out life. But the thing is, what you don't realize is like you're a powerhouse. I don't typically get this for my Libras, but I'm actually seeing you as the King of Cups here. There's almost like this growth from being sort of immature, or not childish in a bad sense, but inexperienced, right? Naive, needing to grow and learn and sort of test the ropes. You've come into like your power here with the King of Cups, and that is a Scorpio card, which is why I'm specifically saying for those who strongly resonate with Scorpio vibes, if you're cuspy or have a Scorpio moon or a rising, something like that, you have a new appreciation for all that you can accomplish. There's a tremendous sense of pride here. There's also a Pisces vibe here too, so that may have to do with someone you're dealing with too. Yeah, you've had to nurture yourself through tough times. You've had to become very reliant on yourself and your resources and your ability to sell yourself, so that you can acquire wealth, so that you can gain, money, not just, for survival, right? 5 of coins, but so that you're comfortable and that you can live the life that you want to live. Yet there's no free handouts. And that to me is very much a Capricorn Saturnian message, whether you were dealing with one or not, is there are no free handouts, right? There's no free lunch. That's more Jupiter energy, right? Wonderful gifts and blessings and opportunities. Saturn is like, no, nobody helped me, so you have to learn the hard way too. And so, as brutal as that may sound, it actually it served you well, because now you're going out into the world with this incredible foundation and skill and knowledge base that you had to go out in the world and create it yourself. So it makes you unstoppable. It makes you unshakable, because you've supported yourself. I hope that's making sense. Let's see, what else can I tell you about this? Some of you may have a romantic suitor from the past coming back who, again, wasn't certain. I'm just going to be honest. This is a kind of a harsh message, but it just simply is what it is. They weren't sure about you. There was reasons why they had hesitations, and I don't know if that has to do with their own fears or whether there was just truly, incompatibleness or incompatibility. It could have been sort of this one-sided, unrequited love thing. So, and for some of you, that person may come back around. I don't know if there's changed behavior. For some of you, it's just a test to make sure that you've done the self-work, so that you're not accepting lowball offers or these people who don't really know what they want, so they're giving you like bare minimum, but almost like keeping you on the back burner, keeping you warm. But I don't know. You're competing for their attention. And for most of you, it has to do with their attention being on their job or their money. Again, I'm not sure this person can give you what you want. You're quite literally faced in opposite directions here. For a lot of you, this person's coming back sort of as a test, as the universe seeing, are you still going to accept this lowball offer now that you've gone through this incredible transformation of self? Or are you going to wait for the good one to come around, where this one's going to like sweep you off your feet in a good way? I think I'd much rather take the King of Pentacles over the Four of Pentacles, right? Like this person's just starting off like they don't. And what I mean by that is in not to do with their bank account, right? It's not about money, but this person, in terms of what their knowledge base and life skills, their skills and ability to function healthy in a relationship, they're still kind of like learning. It's like they still have the training wheels on, and I think you've moved past that. You're beyond that phase. So, not to say you can't take them back, but I don't see this being a strong pairing. I see these two being a stronger pairing. Very strong water and earth, obviously, in this reading. Ooh, interesting. So you may have 2 offers. That's what I think this is, but so interesting. I wonder if this person does end up changing their ways a little bit. Tell me more about this King of Coins. This is someone who's very literal. They're very interested in the material world. They like things that are real and truthful and can be proven and, reach out and touch in the 3D. There may have been a point in time where they kind of lacked kind of the spiritual, faith or creativity or the ability to emote and exchange in a relationship that offers like passion and romance and vulnerability. That's sort of like this polarity of earth and water. They need each other, right? The water needs something to sink into so that it's not, floating everywhere and just drifting and all that, right? It needs to be grounded with earth. But then earth can get very dry. It can get a little bit dull. It can focus too much on real world issues. So then we got to add the creativity, the romance, the enthusiasm for life, right? Earth and water coming through here. So some of you may have 2 options, Libra. I don't know what to tell you here. I think one is new, and I would advise you to go with the new one. It's not to say that you can't go back to a person of the past. If they truly, change their behavior, great, but don't take them at their word. They need to prove it, right? Which is ironic, because that's exactly what this person likes. They want real world evidence, right? So if they can't give you that they're willing to commit to this or deliver what it is that you require, and I mean bare minimum, basic necessities of a relationship, right? If they're not able to show you their actions and show you their transformation, then I think you're being asked to skip right over it, because, let's just be honest, 4 to the 5, it really doesn't improve all that much. You could even argue 5 of Coins is more of a tricky card than possibly the 4 of Coins. In fact, I would. Disappointing news. It's a Mercury card. So something that you thought was going to deliver, I don't know. I think it's less than. And I don't know. I'm wanting to say it might be with this King of Coins. What is Libra focused on here too? The Seven of Swords. Yeah, the people who are acting out of their own best interest, but I don't really like to use the word narcissistic because I think it's overused, but someone who said one thing and then did another. Again, someone who sort of lied or told you what you wanted to hear to keep you warm, but then when it came down to it, there was no substance there. You seem to be seeing that with great visibility now. There's clarity where before there was confusion or wanting to see the best in people and, project your own goodness onto them. That was a lesson to you. So, I don't know fear-based readings, but make sure you learn the lessons attached to that. Otherwise, you're going to keep repeating it. And that's maybe what this is. Are you ready to move to the next level? Are you ready to, it's like you've gained a level. I'm almost thinking in terms of like video games. The one-up. You don't have to go back to something or someone that didn't treat you right. I think you've moved beyond that. So are you ready, Libra? Are you ready? Let's talk about this Ace of Pentacles. What is this new opportunity coming in? For most of you, it feels like it might be with a King of Cups. Oh, and a Queen of Coins. All right. Interesting. I'm being told to sort of mix and match water and earth here. So Libra, you're an air sign, but again, if you have strong earth or strong water in your chart, more power to you, because I think that's more of a confirmation that this might be your message. She's kind of no bullshit, right? This Queen of Coins. She knows her value. She knows her worth. She's a tremendously hard worker, but she doesn't need to prove herself to anyone, right? She doesn't do it to get the validation and approval of other people. She knows she's good enough. And again, she has the evidence to prove it, right? You can look around or she can look around, right? And feel gratitude for everything that she's achieved and accomplished in this world. So you bet your butt that she's only going to end up with a person who sees and respects that in her, and also who can bring something to the table as well, whether it's this King of Cups or this King of Coins. Typically, this would be a divine pairing, but I'm actually wondering if for some of you may have gone through a divorce, especially with an earth sign, and it's possible that, again, over time, you were starting to see how much that was holding you back. So you may have an opportunity to either reconcile or make peace with it, even if it doesn't mean going back to this person. And either simultaneously or soon after, there may be actually a better offer out there for you that it's just more nourishing. It feels like you were parched, you were quenched, you needed something, I don't know, something more spiritual or something more otherworldly. And that's what the King of Cups is delivering here. So earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Water signs are Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Anything else I need to tell Libra here? The Nine of Wands. Yeah, there's someone here who's still very guarded. You might get a message from them and again, jump to the best case scenario of, oh my gosh, they must have changed and yada, 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 yada. By all means, do what you want to do, but I would say they can't just talk the talk, they have to walk the walk. Show me the results, show me the evidence, prove it to me. Don't just, give me this little trick or this illusion making me think you're this way, but you're actually that way. Anyway, I feel like I'm not being eloquent at all tonight, but I hope this is resonating for some of you. Let's get Libra some of these personal power oracle cards for Libra. There's definitely someone from your past reaching out who at one point in time was not in good standing with you. Entirely up to you whether you want to consider them or take them back. I'm going to be super honest with you. I see it being more of a better investment for you to invest in your future and new opportunities. But again, this is your tarot reading, so you take away what you feel like you need to from this reading. Let's see. I am open to receive. Love it. And I am hopeful. Are these stuck together? Ooh, they're so thick. You guys get to see those? These are just small little confirmations. This feels very scorpionic to me too, like a transformation, a revival of your truest self and honoring your inner child. That can be the Six of Cups. Revelations and epiphanies about who you are and what it is that you want. And not feeling like you need to sacrifice your own dreams and desires to meet the needs of other people, or to sacrifice your own desires, to support the person you love. In a healthy relationship, you guys are going to encourage each other to pursue whatever it is that you want in this life. And you can be each other's cheerleader, right? You can cheer each other on. Ooh, I am a healer. Any healers in the house? Chakra work. Some of you maybe need to focus on chakra work. Full disclosure, I am not an expert at that. So maybe someone in the comments can chime in if they know a lot about chakra work. And then this says, I am a creator. I love this. This is very like Empress vibes to me. Similar in line to the Queen of Coins, and that a lot of self-respect, a lot of elegance, a lot of beauty, charm, charisma. Yes, externally as well as internal balance. You're mothering yourself too. You're setting a good example and like being the role model you wish you had had when you were younger. Does anyone relate to that? All right, Libra, that's what I got for you this week. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Remember to like, share, subscribe, book a personal reading if you so desire. Other than that, I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Libra.